Hey, it's Eran here. Welcome to my traffic course. In this course, I'm going to take you through different ways to find traffic, get customers, get leads, and basically build your audience. Now, I am not an expert in every type of traffic strategy. I want to manage expectations here. Traffic is something that you're going to need to test constantly. And what I wanted to do is to create a short and simple course where I talk about various traffic avenues that I have certain level of familiarity or expertise in. Some traffic sources I know extremely well and have successfully done extremely well. Some traffic sources I have done maybe not so successfully, but I have a bit of an understanding on how things work. So what I wanted to do is to just download what I know into this traffic course to give you a little bit of an insight, a little bit of a shortcut into understanding the options that you have in order to generate traffic, find traffic, and all that. Depending on your niche, depending on the timing, depending on the market, depending on your prices, depending on your offer, depending on so many other factors, some of these traffic sources may or may not work. So if I tell you, okay, this worked for me really well, that does not mean that it's gonna work for you very well. And I wanna make this extremely clear also up front, so you also know that you're doing this course to soak in the options of what is possible and then decide which one has the best chances of finding success and then going out and trying it out and then seeing for yourself. Does it work? Does it not work? Is it making sense considering your type of personality, your niche, things along these lines? So I want to make this really clear and also manage expectations as part of this course, so you have a clear understanding on how to make the most out of it, okay? So I definitely recommend you kind of watch everything, take notes, and learn a little bit about what the options are. Now, before we dive into the actual traffic sources and all of that stuff, I want to start by talking about you. And this is really important with regards to traffic and you and your personality, because you have your skill set. I know that some people love writing. They're just really good writers. They find that writing comes naturally to them and all that stuff. Some people are naturally great speakers, great talkers. They could maybe talk on the fly on a podcast with ease on their own, off the cuff. Some people have really interesting stories, and maybe they're not so comfortable just getting in front of camera and talking, but maybe if they were to have a conversation, they have a really engaging personality where they can be interviewed by other people. Some people are just great in front of camera. Some people are really good teachers. Some people are just extremely entertaining. There are different types of personalities, different types of people, and you have to kind of look at what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, what are you comfortable, what are you not comfortable, what comes easy to you. Now, you may need to do things that are not comfortable to you as well, but you also want to try and stay within your zone of genius, okay? So this is something that's really important to also be aware of. So yes, you need to step out of your comfort zone and do certain things you're not necessarily used to, but also you want to ideally try to stay within your zone of genius to be able to do things that you actually enjoy doing as well. So I know that a lot of people, they're camera shy, for example, so they will naturally just rule out YouTube. They will rule out TikTok. They will rule out Instagram. They would rule out anything to do with face to camera. And that may not necessarily be a bad idea, but I do urge you to still try and seeing how that works and try different strategies that might make it easier, which I'll discuss those options as well when I get to that portion of the course where we talk about recording videos and stuff like that as a traffic strategy. So we'll discuss all of that, but it's important to also be aware of what you're comfortable with, what you're good at, or what you can get good at, okay? If you look at the first video that I've ever done online, I mean, it wasn't very good, okay? So if you go to eran.link/my first office, you will see the video, and it's not a very good video, okay? But we all start somewhere. So there is also, you can't be too hard on yourself because we all suck at the beginning too, and that's okay. And also, I didn't have social media accounts, period. I didn't have Facebook, I didn't have Instagram, I didn't have those accounts before starting an online business. So it's not like, oh, I had social media, I was natural in it, and then I just started using it for my business. I had nothing, and I didn't understand it. I didn't know how anything works, and I just tried. And then I figured out what works for me, what doesn't. And to be honest, I still continually figure those things out as well. So now that we've discussed you and what comes down to you and your skill set and stuff like that, let's talk about changes. Because we've different social media platforms, Instagram, YouTube, all that stuff, things change. So when TikTok came into the scene, all of a sudden, this whole thing about Instagram Reels became huge because Reels are basically trying to compete with TikTok. Shorts became a thing and they're competing with TikTok. So you also have to explore the different social media platforms and kind of stay up to date with the trends with regards to the features that are available. So things that I might be telling you, okay, this worked for me, maybe as you progress, it may not necessarily work, or those features don't even exist. So you have to think on your feet with regards to traffic and with regards to the social media platforms and continually to explore. Now, the next part of this course is actually a YouTube video that I did. And this particular YouTube video is called Traffic, How to Get More Traffic. Now, this is much more of an evergreen traffic strategy. And I created that particular video because I wanted to teach people how to do traffic. And I wanted to teach people how to do that in a way that is what's called evergreen. Meaning, it doesn't matter when they're watching it. It doesn't matter if it's in 6 months from now, in a year from now, or in 5 years from now. I believe that what I taught in that particular video, the traffic video, I believe that what I taught there is evergreen. Meaning it's still going to be relevant. It's still going to be applicable. It is a high-level overview of this topic of traffic. Now, the reason I'm telling you about this video is because you have to understand what I'm doing and why I'm doing it and how this applies to this course. You are currently watching this video, this welcome video for the traffic course. And now I'm telling you, the first training video of this course is not part of the paid course. It's free on my YouTube channel. So now, I need you to reverse engineer for a second with me, and I'm going to spell it out for you. Why would I be teaching the core fundamentals of the course that you're about to see, which you paid for, whether it's for a membership or a one-time payment or part of a package deal or whatever? You actually put some money to seeing this course. Why is the core video of the course that I cover this topic of traffic is actually available for free on my YouTube channel? And that is the first clue for you on how to generate traffic. The reason is really simple. YouTube is a search engine of traffic. Now, you will see in that video that I talk about a 3-step process. You have to get in front of other people's audiences, make yourself known, form meaningful connections. Now, getting in front of other people's audiences. Who's the other people audiences? YouTube. YouTube has done an incredible job to collect so many people who are going to search for things all day, every day, nonstop. That's what YouTube does. They are obviously one of the biggest search engines, if not the biggest search engine in the world. So I am going to where their audience is, and I'm making myself known with a video called Traffic. And by providing value in that video, which is a really high quality video, very detailed, no fluff, no pitching anything, it's very helpful. That is designed to do point number 3, which is form meaningful connections. So I'll spell that again. Point 1, 2, 3. Number 1, get in front of other people's audiences. Number 2, make yourself known. Number 3, form meaningful connections. So those are the 3 parts. Now, this video, the reason I put it there in YouTube for free, because if somebody comes to my world and they're like, Eran, how do I get traffic? It's a huge problem. People always want to know how to get more traffic. That's something that is always comes up. So I want to be able to tell them, here you go. Here's the video. This will teach you everything you need to know. Now, if they want to get tactical, if they want to get breakdown of even more granular topics like the ones we're going to talk about in this course, my call to action could be join my membership. book a one-on-one call with me, or buy my traffic course, the one you're seeing right now. So that's the beauty. Now, you might have come from having watched that video, and that is traffic. That is your first lesson. Even though this is a welcome video to the course, I want to spell out to you how this particular thing works. You get in front of other people's audiences on social media, whatever. They've done a great job collecting people. Make yourself known, post videos, all that stuff. Form meaningful connections. That could be either through you speaking to people or providing really good value. Okay? And that is the process. So now that I've spelled out why the first video of this course after the welcome video is actually on my YouTube channel, I want you to move on to the next lesson and actually watch that training, take notes, and learn the process in detail. And then after that video, we'll start diving into the individual points, the individual traffic strategies that we've discussed. Now, I want to give you a little bit of preview before we get there. We're going to discuss virtual summits, whether you're hosting it yourself or you are a guest. We will discuss bundles, whether you are a one hosting and organizing the bundle or whether you are a bundle participant. We're going to discuss podcasts, whether you're the one hosting the podcast, launching a podcast yourself, or you're on other people's podcasts. We're going to talk about YouTube. We're going to talk about Instagram. We're going to talk about TikTok. We're going to talk about blogging. We're going to talk about blogging for other people. We're going to talk about blogging on your own website versus other people's websites, and so much more. We will also talk about some strategies that I have gotten which are so smart and they're very, very niche specific. For example, I'm going to talk to you about a really simple strategy about how you can generate traffic through Amazon Kindle without making any sales through your Amazon Kindle ebook. So there's going to be some little granular things. And the beauty about this traffic course is that when I learn new things that I didn't know before, because it's always new things, I'll just record another video and say, okay, here's a new traffic strategy I learned. Here's how it works. Here's how it plays out. Go try it out. Again, I want to be very clear. I do not know every traffic strategy perfectly. Not all traffic strategies worked for me as much as I like it to be. And you have to be very clear about which ones you're going to focus on, because you don't want to do all of them at the same time. You're going to probably find that one or two of these are the ones that are going to work the best for you as well. Now, there is one other thing that I think is really important to cover is paid advertising. In this course, I will probably give you a preview of paid advertising and a little bit of a high-level overview of paid advertising, but I'm not going to be teaching you paid advertising in this particular course, since this is not a topic that I know how to do necessarily, but I will give you a bit of a high-level overview on it since I do run my own paid advertising as well. So I just want to also let you know about what to expect, what not to expect, things along these lines. That's about it. Thanks for watching this welcome video, and go ahead and watch the traffic training, which is on my YouTube channel. You don't have to go to YouTube. You can literally watch it in the next lesson, and then we'll start diving into the different traffic strategies. So that's about it. Thanks all for watching. I appreciate you buying this course, whether it's part of a membership or a package of some sort, and looking forward to serving you and teaching you everything that I know about traffic.